Hello! Magandang gabi, magandang umaga at tanghali, wherever you are in the world. So it's us again, June and Shine from North Carolina, USA.
Kumusta po sa inyo? Kumusta po ang ating araw, ang ating gabi, ang ating week? And happy weekend sa lahat.
Wow, weekend na. Yung mga iba nagre-relax na.
Ilang tulog na lang. Pasko na.
So for today's session natin, we will just do
A recap
of what we have discussed for the whole week. Kasi pag hindi natin nababalikan, nakakalimutan. Di po ba? So, we discuss about how we are going to find our passion when you feel lost. Diba? Kasi minsan, sa sobrang busy ng buhay, sa sobrang, kumbaga, sa dami ng napagdadaanan, dumadating tayo sa point na nawawalan tayo ng gana.
And nawawala tayo sa ating totoong kahilig o passion. Minsan nasa sakripisyo natin yun, gawa ng mga sitwasyon. Paparaya muna tayo, okay, next time na yung aking passion, ito muna unahin ko.
So, minsan dyan din pumapasok yung mga priorities, ganun. Pero, let's just make sure na even if we are prioritizing, yung mga bagay na sa tingin natin na yun muna yung dapat unahin, at least, at the end of the day, i-make sure lang din natin na, kumbaga, balikan natin kung ano yung mga gusto natin gawin sa buhay. Diba? Kasi, parang naalala ko dati nung nag-aaral pa ako ng college. Kasi, I took up psychology. And then, dumating yung time na hype talaga yung nursing during that time. So, kumbaga, naalala ko yung sinabi ko kay mama nun dati na, kumbaga, patapusin mo muna ako sa kung ano yung gusto ko. Kasi gusto ko talagang mag-psych. Kasi balak ko before, it's either I will take up law and become a lawyer, and, or, gagawin ko siyang pre-med para maging doctor.
Ako naman siguro nung panahon namin, kalakasan naman ng mga accountancy, CPA. Kasi gusto ko that time makagraduate agad. Sinammer yun. So, nakuha ko lang siya ng 3.5 years, and at the age of 19, graduate na ako. Nag-start na ako magtrabaho. And little did I know, boring pala ang accounting. So, nung malipat ako sa unang trabaho ko, accounting assistant, yes. Pero at that time, syempre, kasibulan din ng computerization. Tawag pa sa IT noon, hindi pa IT talaga. Electronic Data Processing, EDP. So, doon ako natuto ng mga konting technical skills, technical knowledge, and little did I know, yung pala talaga ang gusto kong mangyari. And up to now, nahilig ako sa mga low-code na development, like sa SharePoint, sa Power Platforms. And bago kami magpunta dito sa US, syempre, para naman hindi ako, kumbaga para maka-keep up ako sa competition, kumuha din ako ng certification sa project management. So, at least, pagdating dito, competitive.
Hello, Ate Virgie. Thank you for watching from Philippines. Manila, Philippines.
Kumusta po sa inyo dyan?
Kumusta sa inyo dyan? So, kumbaga, kahit na dumating tayo sa point na yung nawawalan na tayo ng pag-asa na i-pursue natin kung ano yung gusto natin sa buhay. Ano pa rin yan? Kumbaga, kung akala mo sa tingin mo wala ng pag-asa, meron pa rin. Kasi at the end of the day nga, as I mentioned kanina, darating pa rin tayo sa point na hahanap-hanapin mo pa rin yung talagang gusto mong gawin. 'Di ba? Kung halimbawa, nangarap ka dating mag-teacher, tapos, syempre, nung panahon na yon is hindi pa kaya, 'di ba? Until such time na kaya mo nang maging, alam mo yun, kaya mo nang mag-aral para maging teacher, hindi pa rin, kumbaga, hindi pa huli ang lahat. 'Di ba? And then we also discuss why it's okay to start small and dream big. Kasi as we always say, your dreams are valid, 'di ba? And it is worth pursuing it. So, no matter how small you start, but the most important thing is you get started. Kasi you will never achieve something if you will not make an action. 'Di ba? Kasi may mga iba, kumbaga, puro pangarap na lang. 'Di ba? Kumbaga, make something na, kumbaga, mabibigyan mo ng paraan kung paano mo ma-achieve yung goals mo. Kasi, katulad nga nung kasabihan, nasa Diyos ang awa. Yes. Kasi, 'di ba, lagi natin sinasabi na, pagpipray ko kay Lord yan, ibibigay ni Lord yan. Yes, it is true. God will give it to you. 'Di ba? Sabi nga is, ask and you shall receive. But then, usually, nangyayari kasi is, naaasa lang natin lahat kay Lord. Paano naman niya ibibigay yung gusto nating mangyari if wala siyang nakikitang action from you? So, kumbaga, yan siya? Kumbaga, give and take. So, ibigay mo kay Lord lahat ng trust mo, yung faith mo, but then, you have also to, kumbaga, i-take mo yung responsibility to make it happen. 'Di ba? Kasi kung puro lang tayo hingi nang wala rin tayong binibigay on our part, hindi rin siya kumbaga proactive. 'Di ba? Pagdating sa bagay na 'yan. Kasi nga although sabi nila God gives kumbaga nasisiyahan si Lord sa mga taong cheerful giver kasi He is a cheerful giver Himself. Pero syempre tayo kumbaga mas maganda rin na magbigay tayo, ibigay natin yung best natin para nang sa ganon, ibibigay din ni Lord ng siksik, liglig at umaapaw din yung, kumbaga, yung mga blessings na hinihingi natin sa Kanya.
Tama.
So, let us always remember, start small, no matter how small action is that. Kasi, yung small action na yun yung magbibigay sa atin ng pagkakataon for us to achieve our goals. 'Di ba? And then we also talk about the importance of keeping promises to yourself. Hello, Ate Nerissa. Thank you for watching. So, we emphasize there na dapat when you make a promise to yourself, make sure that you will do it. Like you will commit to what you have kung ano yung binitawan mong salita. Kasi how will other people trust you with your words or with your promises if you yourself you cannot keep it to your hindi mo siya maikip, hindi mo siya kumbaga hindi mo magawa yung promises na yun sa sarili mo. 'Di ba? May dadagdag ka doon?
Kompleto na yun. Kumbaga, it's kumbaga yun na yung sarili mo promise mo sa sarili mo, at least you have to be true to yourself, and no matter how hard it will be or how hard it is na kailangan mong gawin, syempre, if you are really determined to achieve your goal, you have to do your own sacrifices, discipline, patience, and integrity builds, no? Siyempre, the more na gaya ng nagpa-promise ka sa ibang tao, the more na dapat na tuparin mo yung promise mo sa sarili mo.
And then we also talk about how to make confident choices. 'Di ba? Kumbaga, nowadays kasi we always ask for somebody's approval. Like humihingi tayo ng mga, kumbaga, kung ano yung sasabihin ng ibang tao, we always ask,
kumbaga, we always take it into consideration.
Oo. But, ano naman yan eh, kumbaga, it's not a bad thing to, you know, to ask, suggestions or yung, kung ano yung masasabi, especially when, syempre, when you are, committed to someone, o halimbawa may asawa ka, and 'di ba? So it's maybe you can just make it something na makakatulong din sa iyo to make the confident and to make a confident choices dun sa mga magiging decision natin in life. Kasi syempre as husband and wife, 'di ba? Meron tayong mga choices na kailangan may say din yung ating partner, 'di ba? Kasi minsan may mga bagay na napagdadaanan natin na napagdaanan na pala niya, alam niya na. So at least if in case gagawa tayo ng isang desisyon, may somebody na mag-guide din sa atin. 'Di ba? And once you make the choices, dapat paninindigan natin. 'Di ba? Kasi mahirap din yung kumbaga urong-sulong tayo, like we decided already and then later on wag na lang. 'Di ba? Kumbaga yung parang ito yung simpleng dito natin ipapasok yung alam niyo yung tatanungin ka, anong gusto mong pagkain? 'Di ba sasagutin ka, ikaw bahala ka kahit ano. So you cannot make kumbaga you cannot make yung simpleng choices. So we need to practice that one. Kasi if we keep on asking for people to make a choice for us, then walang mangyayari sa atin, sa sarili natin. Kumbaga, meron ba sa atin yung nagtanong na ano kaya ang gagawin ko sa pamilya ko? Tas itatanong mo 'yan doon sa ibang tao na hindi naman sa iyo related. 'Di ba? Kumbaga parang yun yung isang bagay na dapat kailangan natin ma-practice na makapag-decide tayo ng maayos, 'di ba? Tapos, syempre, we also talk about yung importance of being present with your children. So, ito talagang tumatak talaga sa amin to, especially yung yung nasa abroad na, especially those yung mga nasa OFW, yung ating mga OFW na kabayan dyan, di ba? Kasi, personally, syempre, naging anak ako ng dating OFW din. So, ramdam ko yung pakiramdam na hindi ka ba nagabayan ng magulang, 'di ba? Kumbaga, hindi alam ng magulang mo kung sino yung first crush mo, kung sino yung best friend mo, 'di ba? Kumbaga, yung presence natin is very, very important, especially sa mga batang between 1 to 7 years old kasi yun yung formative years nila. 'Di ba? Ano mo? Well, importance of being present with your children.
Depende rin nga kasi sa sitwasyon yan. Pero, syempre, as much as possible, we have to make ourselves available no matter how busy we are. We can always, find a schedule or do prioritization. Like, we have to allot time to each and every activities that we do. Para at least manageable siya. And maka-cope up din tayo doon sa mga bagay na kailangan din ng attention natin.
And then we also talk about change. Kahapon, 'di ba? Sabi ko nga ganyan na if you want to hello Manang Rage, 'di ba? If you want someone to change, to make a change in your life, just take a look into the mirror, which is true naman talaga. Kasi if kumbaga for me, if I will not do this business, who else will do it for us?
It has to start from within.
Yes. Kasi as I mentioned earlier, our dreams are valid. 'Di ba? And it's really worth pursuing, especially yung future ng mga anak natin,
lalo kung para sa kanila.
Lalo na kung para sa kanila.
So wala namang magulang na hindi naghangad ng mabuti para sa kanilang pamilya, 'di ba?
But then those changes that we want, like for us, for me personally, I really want to change my family's blueprint. Because for those people who know me, I grew up sa auntie ko. My mom worked more than of her life, siguro kalahati ng buhay niya nasa abroad siya. So I somehow understand it nung medyo lumaki na ako kung bakit niya ginawa yon. But then mas naintindihan ko yung rason nung naging magulang na rin ako. And then it happened also to me na dumating sa point na may naiwanan din ako sa Pilipinas, ibang tao din ang nagpalaki. So yun yung turning point ko. Yun yung turning point ko, why I really want to change my family's blueprint. Kasi naranasan ko as a mother na may iniwan ako sa Pilipinas, hindi ko nakita, hindi ko nga alam kung ano yung first word niya eh. Hindi ko alam kung yung mga lahat ng first niya. So masakit sa akin as a mother and as a daughter na naramdaman yun at the same time. So I really make the move, or I really search for an opportunity that will really change my family's blueprint. Because sa nangyayari ngayon sa amin dito, like previously, before the business, I am just actually physically present with them. But actually, I'm mentally and emotionally absent when I am with them. So, it's ano siya, kung iisipin mo, kasi nga, we're busy with work. 'Di ba? Kumbaga, although nasa bahay tayo, we are also thinking about work. So, we don't have time already to spend with them. You know, the quality time that we really need to spend with them. So, that's why I'm so grateful na I was able to get in, alam mo yun, na I was able to have this opportunity, nakapag-start ako, and from full-time working in the hospital, now I'm just working part-time. Imagine, 2 days na lang ako nagtatrabaho in a week.
Wow, social.
Diba? And I mean, yung 5 days na yon, malaking bagay yon to cope up with the yung mga missing moments, especially 3 of my kids are still in their formative years. Diba? I still have turning 2, 7, and 5. So those years, those should be, yun yung mga panahon na kailangan talagang matutukan yung mga bata. And kasi they are starting to learn about life, how you are going to, kumbaga kung paano mo ma-manage yung buhay mo as a mother sa kanila. So,
yun din yung panahon na naghahanap sila ng mga hero figure.
Yes. Oo. Kasi kumbaga parang ako, naalala ko dati, although I know na my mama was my hero before nung nagtatrabaho ako. Kaya lang syempre, hindi rin naalis sa akin yung time na naghanap talaga ako. Naghanap ako ng mother figure. Naghanap ako ng kalinga ng ina. Iba kasi yung sarili mong ina, yung nagbibigay sa'yo ng, alam mo yun, yung comfort, yung love. Although I am always surrounded with loving people, caring people, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. Kumbaga, ginawan din ni Lord ng, kumbaga, kinompensate ni Lord. Yun siguro masasabi kong word. Kinompensate ni Lord yung absence ng mama ko. Doon sa nakukuha kong attention, love from all my relatives. So now that we have this opportunity na pwedeng hindi na mangyari sa pamilya namin yon. We grab it. I grab it personally. Kasi ayokong dumating ang time na itong blueprint na meron ako ngayon, maipapasa ko sa mga anak ko. Ayokong sina Elise, sina Raya, sila, magiging ganito rin yung takbo ng buhay nila once na nagkaanak sila. Kasi blueprint means yun yung magiging foundation ng future generations natin. And I want that to stop from me. If I didn't make the move, if I didn't start, if I let this opportunity pass, then for sure yung blueprint ko pa kay mama actually.
Actually, hindi yan stopping, kumbaga revisiting and then make the necessary changes.
Oo.
Necessary.
So yun. So from there, from me, I will, kumbaga, yun nga, di ba sinabi ko na I want to change the blueprint. So by changing the blueprint, siguro, dito masasabi na siguro dumating ang time na magkapamilya yung mga anak namin. This is something that they will be thankful for us. Kasi nga, di ba, we are working smarter and we are working smarter para in a way na andito kami, yung presence namin is ramdam nila, nakikita nila, and at the same time, we are building the legacy here. Diba? Yun naman ang importante dyan eh. Kasi when you are not building something, how are you going to achieve all the freedoms that you want? Time freedom, location freedom. Siyempre, we all want financial freedom, di ba? And it's sad to say that we cannot achieve all these freedoms with just our work alone. It is sad really to hear this, but it's a fact. So if kumbaga kung napapansin nyo, kung napapansin lang nating lahat na most of the successful people around us in the social media, yung mga celebrities and all, most of them are in the business. Diba? Even the ordinary people, like yung mga napapanood nating tao sa KMJS, they are living their life right now because of the business.
They were once working people.
They are once a graduate people, may diploma, may mga master's degree and all, but then they still chose to venture into entrepreneurship. Kasi, I don't know if you are aware, if you know Robert Kiyosaki, about yung four quadrants ng tao, 'di ba? We have the employee, we have the self-employed, the investors, and the business owners.
Entrepreneurs.
Oo, most of us right now, we are on the left side. We are the employees. Even the self-employeds are still considered employees. So, nowadays, people are becoming smarter. They are smarter to look for opportunities that will transfer them on the other quadrant, which is the investing and then the entrepreneurship. Kasi, it's sad to say again, ang freedom is on the right side. And Robert Kiyosaki is a known financial guru. He has, sell a lot of books na talagang
Poor Dad, Rich Dad.
Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Yung, kumbaga, all those things, kumbaga, nalaman niya as he go along with his entrepreneurial journey. 'Di ba? Kasi itong journey na to, this is not taught in the school actually. 'Di ba? Kumbaga, as we go along in our life, doon lang natin nalalaman na may ganun pala. And we're so fortunate really that we were able to yung nakita namin yung opportunity na to. And plus, we were also surrounded by very supportive coaches and mentors in the community. We are provided with the tools and the resources that we need. So, what else can we ask for? Diba?
Tama.
So, ang dami ko nang nasabi. Nadala lang ako kasi, kumbaga kanina, when I was working, yung mga kasama ko sa trabaho, they keep on, nagrereklamo sila. Sabi nila, nakakapagod naman, pagod na ako, ayoko na. So, kumbaga, mahirap. Wala namang mahirap na trabaho, di ba? Pero, syempre, sa amin, mga nasa medical field, yung mga doctors, lahat ng mga allied health and all, hindi lang kasi din utak yung ginagamit namin dito. May physical din. Unlike dun sa mga ibang nasa corporate job, utak ang pinapagana nila.
Okay.
Like, kumbaga, utak. Nag-iisip kayo, pero you are just sitting, di ba? You are just sitting, siguro kung may konting lakad-lakad, but then, for us, in the medical forces, we use our physical mind, we use our physical body, and we use our minds. So it's really draining, and I feel them. So I was just I feel sorry for them actually, kasi they haven't found maybe the vehicle for them to maybe move to a place na pwede silang, makapag-start. But then, I know God is working behind the background. And I know that eventually, they will also realize it by heart na kumbaga, napapagod din yung katawan natin. There's still a way. There's another way. 'Di ba? Para kumita, para hindi natin exhaust yung sarili natin. Kasi syempre, we are not getting younger, 'di ba? We are not getting kumbaga hindi na tayo bumabata. Kumbaga, we need to be wiser this time. We need to look for ways na kumbaga makahanap tayo ng paraan na magagawa natin yung gusto natin, like spending quality time with the kids, makakapag-travel tayo wherever we want, we can pay off our debts without feeling guilty na we will not be able to provide yung mga financial obligations natin with our family. Kasi nga we're just too busy working and we forgot to live already.
Yeah.
You know, yung purpose natin is not just to work. Although we really have to pay our bills, but then kailangan din nating mabuhay.
Tama.
'Di ba? Kumbaga, hindi lang tayo nagtatrabaho para mabuhay, 'di ba? So, I think kumbaga, it is really a wake-up call. Although kanina sobrang napagod din ako, but then I'm really inspired hearing people na, especially my mentor Tina, she told me na what you are doing right now, soon, I can feel soon na you will be reaping what you are sowing right now. Like, it's such a, masarap lang sa pakinggan na may mga taong nagtitiwala sa'yo, sa kakayanan mo. Kaya nga, di ba, I always emphasize that you should believe in yourself no matter what. No matter what people will say to you, whether usually negative yan eh. Sasabihin nila sa'yo, hindi mo kakayanin yan. Bakit mo gagawin yan? Maganda naman na yung estado ng trabaho mo. Just let them. Anyway, their opinions will not pay your bills, and their opinions will not give you the way na ma-reach mo yung goals mo. Diba? Just make it a constructive criticism pa rin para yun yung mag-move forward sa'yo to reach your goal. Kasi ang napapansin ko, the more ka na parang mamaliitin ng tao, the more ka magiging resilient. Dyan lalabas yung courage over fear. Diba? So, I think, nasabi ko na yung sa akin. I mean, hindi. Lang kasi, it is very, kumbaga, personal. Halos lahat, kumbaga, lahat ng mga nabigay kong insight, alam mo yun, kumbaga, siya, may personal touch. So, 'di ba? And napakasarap sa pakinggan na may mga taong nagko-comment sa atin that kumbaga may nalelearn sila from us, and also we are learning from you guys. Kaya comment in your mga suggestions ba dyan, insights nyo, kasi yan kumbaga, it's a two-way learning naman. What we are sharing right now, it's just our point of view, and we want to hear your side then. Diba? So, siguro bago lang po namin tapusin ang aming session for tonight, let's just leave you with something na something for you to think about. Siguro, we all have dreams naman, di ba? So, siguro, we will be able to achieve our dreams if we have the courage to really pursue them. And lastly, siguro, nothing changes if nothing change.
Yan, madalas natin sabihin yan.
Oo. Hindi, yun naman talagang totoo. Walang mangyayari, walang pagbabagong mangyayari kung wala kang gagawin.
If you will not take the initial step.
Initial step. Kasi, sabi nga nila, a journey 2,000 miles begins with a single step. So, we will leave you with that. And for those who are wants to check on the business opportunity that we are offering, you can send us a direct message.
Or click the link in the description of the live.
You can click that www.juneandshinearenas.com. You will be directed to
our webpage.
And you just have to register your name and email address.
And that po yun.
That is a free info session. That is only 20 minutes of your time. Diba, kung meron tayong panahon para manood ng Netflix, and that is more than an hour, siguro maybe it's about time to give yourself a chance, diba? A chance for you to check, malay nyo, this opportunity is for you. Diba? So maraming salamat po for tuning with us. Manang Rage, thank you. Happy weekend. Ate Nerissa. And we still have 6 days more for our 90 days challenge. So we are so excited. We are so happy na matatapos namin yung challenge. As in talagang this is a really big milestone on our business and syempre on our personal growth na rin. So, stay tuned with us for the remaining 6 days, and the remaining 6 days will be a powerful live sessions. So, good night po. Maraming salamat. Good morning, and
thank you.
Thank you wherever you are in the world. Maraming salamat po. God bless everyone.
Happy weekend.
May God bless all your decisions in life. Bye-bye.